Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey, this is a super clip. In this super clip, I'm going to talk to you about measuring urinary output. But before I get started, again, I just want to, give shout outs to all of you who have been sending my husband and me and my family your prayers on a quick and speedy recovery for my husband. He has a long way to go, let me tell you, a very long way to go. He's still in need of that heart transplant, but what the docs are trying to do now is just, trying to strengthen, the function of both his heart and his kidneys, so he can become a good candidate for that transplant. So please keep him in your prayers. Another thing I want to talk to you all about before I get started with this super clip is all about socks. Yes, allaboutSocks.com. Hey, they have socks for your every need. They have women's and men's sports socks. They have compression stockings, footless or without the foot. They also have the compression socks. They have the antibacterial socks. Very sporty looking socks. They are non-slip socks, so they will not slip down. You won't have to be constantly bending over, pulling up your socks. They stay in place. Yes, they do. They stay in place. Also, their socks are not made from cotton. Their socks are made from bamboo. And bamboo is known to absorb moisture. So all of their socks absorb up to 70% moisture, which allows your feet to stay cool and to stay dry. And best of all, they won't smell, okay, at the end of the workday. Your feet, your socks, your shoes will not smell. I would not be promoting these socks if I did not believe in them, okay? I do believe in them. So if you believe in me and if you believe in my videos and my YouTube channel, please go to allaboutSocks.com and order your socks today. In the description section below, I will place the link to allaboutsocks.com, and I will also place the discount code, okay? The discount code will give you a 10% discount on your total order at checkout, okay? So go to allaboutsocks.com, order your socks today. Hey, and when you do, when you receive them, let me know, how you feel about them, okay? Because I'm like really ecstatic. And I'm not like a sock wearing, shoe wearing person. I told you all this in a previous video, actually the video I uploaded yesterday. When I get home from work, I'm ready to kick off my socks and wash my feet. After wearing their socks, man, I could wear my shoes all day and be comfortable. Again, my feet do not sweat. Their compression stockings that I've worn, let me tell you, I wore them for 7 days straight, okay? 7 days straight. I washed them 6 times, and they have kept their shape and form. No threading became loose or frayed. They looked as if they were still brand new. So they are good quality socks. They do what they say they do. And those compression socks, man, the compression socks and the compression stockings, I tell you, I'm sluggish in the morning, and within minutes after putting them on, I can feel my entire body energizing. And best of all, I stay energized throughout my workday, and I stay focused. Yes, I stay focused. So allaboutSocks.com is the place to go to get your socks. Go now. Well, after this video, watch this video first and then visit allaboutSocks.com. Again, I will leave the link in the description area below this video, and I will also leave the discount code that you can use at checkout to get a 10% discount on your total order. allaboutsocks.com. All right, so let's get into this super clip. So I've had several subscribers asking about, how, questions regarding urinary output. Now, there's not many steps. I think there's like maybe 8 steps, 7 or 8 steps, okay? But the most common step missed for this skill or performed incorrectly is step number 4. Step number 4 is actually a multitask step, so you have to be really careful. Okay, you have to be really careful. Step 4 requires you, the candidate, to get down at eye level to measure the urine and to also record a measurement that is in increments of 25. So if you bend over at the waist like this or like this, that's not at eye level. You're not going to get credit for that step. And or when you go to record your measurement, if it is not in increments of 25, you're not going to get credit for that step, okay? And that could actually cause you to fail your certification, not your certification, but it could cause you to fail that skill because it is a multitask step. So you're actually missing 2 parts. Now, what I want to show you right now is the graduate or the measuring container, and hopefully you can see this good. These smaller amount of numbers over here are ounces, okay? So you do not want to record your measurement using these numbers. As you can see up here on the top, the unit of measurement is ounces. So you don't want to use these numbers. You want to use these higher volume numbers over here on the opposite side, which are in cc's, okay? cc's. Now these numbers, each tick mark on this graduate are in increments of 25. So you have 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225, and 250. You will never have more than 250 mils of urine or water-colored urine to measure, okay? The NAEs have been instructed not to have more or not to give the candidate more than 250 cc's. So you'll never have more than 250 cc's, okay? So you have to understand that you want to measure the urine on using the larger volume numbers, not these numbers over here. And it's in increments of 25, so you're never going to get a measurement of 80, or you're never going to get a measurement of 124. Okay, you're only going to get measurements in increments of 25, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225, and so on, okay? So increments of 25. Now, if the urine happens to fall, let's say that when you pour it in and you measure it, it's in between the 100 and the 125, okay? Let's say it's right above that 100. What you want to do is round it up. Okay, you round up. So instead of recording 100, and I don't care if it's closer to 100 than it is to this smaller tick mark. If it's above the 100 and in between the smaller tick mark, you want to round up to the 125. Okay? Or let's say it's, in between the 50 and the 75. You round up to 75. Okay, so you round upwards. All right, so that number 4 is the most commonly incorrectly performed step. And again, it is a multitask step. So you want to be really careful. When you get down at eye level, I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on, right? And I'm going to show you what eye level is. I'll put my gloves on, and this is not real urine, okay? This is water with yellow food coloring. Someone had asked me that or made a comment, almost a month ago saying, ooh, real urine? No, it's not real urine. It looks like it, but it's not. So first I'm going to pour the contents, and you see what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my container where I want it to be at, so I won't have to maneuver it or move it after I pour the urine in. I'm going to slowly pour the urine in because you do not want it to splash or splatter. If it splashes or splatter, you're not going to get credit for that step, okay? So now that I've poured it in, because I have it where I want it to be, I don't have to maneuver it, because once you start maneuvering it, that urine is going to start waving, and you're going to have to wait until that waving motion starts. So if you place the graduate or measuring container where you want it to be before you pour the urine, you'll be good to go. So getting down at eye level, folks, is not bending down at the waist doing this or doing this. That is not eye level. Getting down at eye level, you have to bend your knees. Okay, so I am bending my knees. Okay, my butt is touching the heel of my shoe. Okay, so that is getting down at eye level. Okay, and then you want to measure that urine. Now the urine that is in here is between the 175 and the 200. So you tell me, what should I record? It's between 175 and 200. What should I record? You got it, 200. Why? Because I have to round up, right? So even if it's closer to the 175, it's above it. So I'm going to round up to 200, and that is what I'm going to record, okay? So once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and stand up. I'm going to take the urine. I hope you all can see. I'm going to pour it into the toilet. I'm going to go over here by the sink. I'm going to rinse the bedpan, and as soon as I pour water in the bedpan and the graduate or measuring container, I'm going to walk away from the sink because I don't want to be tempted to pour the rinse into the sink. So I walk away, I rinse the bedpan, pour the rinse of the bedpan into the toilet or bedside commode, rinse the measuring container, pour that rinse into the toilet or bedside commode. I'm going to place both the bedpan and the measuring container on the table. You do not, I repeat, you do not have to dry the bedpan and measuring container. If you do, you're not going to get, it's not going to count against you. However, it's just wasting your time. Why do something, why perform an act when it's not required for you to do it? You're wasting your time, okay? So the bedpan, measuring container, you do not have to dry, okay? After you pour them out and rinse, pour the rinse out, just place them in the designated dirty area. Now I'm going to remove my gloves without contaminating myself. Okay, gonna throw these away in the trash can. Then I'm going to verbalize washing my hands, and now I'm going to record my measurement. I don't have a recording sheet here. I forgot to bring it out, but I would record my measurement. And what am I going to record? I'm going to record 200. I'm not going to record or document the unit of measurement because that's not necessary, okay? And if you do, you're actually putting yourself at risk for failing, because instead of documenting CC or ML, you may end up documenting MG. And so you're going to get it wrong, okay? And that's the critical element step. So the only measurement scale that you are required to document the unit of measurement is with weight, okay? That's the only measurement scale. All other measurement scales, all you have to do is record the number, okay? So I hope that was helpful to you. Again, the measuring container or the graduate is in increments of 25. You do not want to use these lower volume numbers. These are ounces. You want to use the higher volume numbers, which are in cc's or milliliters, okay? Higher volume numbers, okay? Always round up if it's between tick marks, okay? So guys, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and end this super clip. I hope you enjoyed Don't forget, after you watch this video, go to allaboutsocks.com, order your socks. I'm going to put the link in the description area below and the discount code. The discount code will give you a 10% discount on your total purchase at checkout. I will see you all later. Ciao.